Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to Safc Transfer Window Roundup Part 2 with Bradley Young and Paul Wilson.
Hello.
Hello, Paul. How are you doing this evening, Paul?
I'm doing alright. You okay?
I'm alright. Ma was alright, me, man. Obviously, great results against Gateshead and South Shields, winning 4-0 against Shields, 2-2 against Gateshead. Can't be really happy. At least we haven't lost. Right, so last night we were talking about transfer roundup part 1. Obviously, we were talking about players that were brought in, and obviously we haven't been talking about outgoings yet, but we will be talking about them some point in this video, guys. So stay tuned for that. So we've signed so far Noah Siddiqui, Enzo Lafay, Habib Diarra, Chesdine Talby, Simeon and Jenga. That's it, was signed. So we've talked about 5, we haven't talked about even 2, we haven't talked about 3 outgoing. So we'll talk about Talby a little bit more, and we'll talk about the Dinga now. So Chemstein Talby obviously brought in from Club Brugge, right winger. Obviously, plenty of competition for Roberts next season. What do you think on that one, Paul? What do you think on Chemstein Talby being brought in from Brugge? One of the top Belgian fights in the league.
Yeah, it is. To be honest with you, I'm actually pleased that we have brought him in. Like you said, it's competition for Roberts, which he needs. Just in case we pick up any injuries, really. But yeah, I'm happy we've brought him in.
I'm actually quite happy as well. Obviously, Talby, like I said, to come from one of the biggest clubs in Belgium, Club Brugge, like I mentioned before. He's actually played in the UEFA Champions League as well, against Man City and Atletico Madrid. So that's going to be an interesting thing as well to see. See what kind of player he brings to the team. I think he'll bring really, really good quality to the team, to be fair. I think he's going to be a good quality player next season. So, yeah. Right then, we're going to be talking about, obviously, right winger, left winger, centre forward kind of thing. They can play anywhere across the front line, this kid, Simon Adrinder, apparently. He can play in any three across the front. Mostly his main position though is left winger. So that'll be competition for Mundell as well next season. Plenty of competition for him. So Simon Adinga, 23-year-old Paul, what's your thoughts on this one?
To be honest, well, this one actually, I was talking to Michael Bowers earlier on actually on it. In a way, I'm actually happy that we've actually brought him in, because if you can remember, back in January, Sunderland actually wanted him in replacement of Tommy Watson, because Brighton wanted Tommy Watson on deadline day. In January, and I don't think we couldn't agree a deal to bring this lad in from Brighton. But it's interesting because I actually watched his interview a couple of days ago, actually, when the club posted it out. He was actually asked if he knows anybody from the club. He doesn't, but he actually spoke to a former loanee that's actually up at Manchester United. He actually knows Diallo, because it's interesting, because he said that he actually spoke to Diallo about the club. Diallo actually basically told him, what the club is like, what the supporters is like. And in a way, I'm pleased we've actually brought him in.
Yeah, to be honest as well, Simon Gajinga. What can I say about him? Really, I think again, Premier League experience brings it to the table. Really, as well. Obviously played in the UEFA Europa League last season for Brighton, as well. The season before, I think he played against Europa League teams. He was really, really good quality last season or the season before for Brighton. Obviously, when Minter came in, and obviously when trying to think who the other one come in, Minter come in, Minter and Minter, when they come in, obviously there was plenty of competition for him to get into the starting lineup, but that come behind the pick in order for obviously Adinga because them two were ahead of him. But to be honest, coming to a club like Sunderland for obviously Adinga, I think it's a really good signing still. And I think, to be honest, if it comes to us, I think you'll always get first team football. I think you'll always get the likes of, if he's going to be on the subs bench, he will be on the subs bench. He's not going to be ruled out every game, like he did for Brighton. So that'll be an interesting one as well to see. Right, now
well,
we'll be talking about the outgoings. So, sorry guys, we're going to be quickly going through this.
Simon will get options as well in, well, he get opportunities in the cups as well. Yeah, the FA Cup and that.
You will? Yeah, you will, yeah. You get opportunities there, and you get opportunities in the Carabao Cup as well. So, let's talk about the outgoings now. So, Joe Bellingham going to Borussia Dortmund for 32 million. For me, I've liked Job since he's come here, but is he going to be Premier League quality? Like I said the other day, and I say this again and again and again. I was watching Matt from Coventry City the other day, and he turned around and says, "Is it just a name, Bellingham, what makes him feel good, like his brother Jude, like." Is he going to be Premier League quality next season for Sunderland? Probably not. But to be honest, probably is at the same time we're going to Borussia Dortmund because obviously that's a bigger club going to obviously one of the clubs what you're going to be playing Champions League in, fighting for one of the biggest leagues and obviously fighting for a cup if they win it. So 32 million for me, I think that's a bargain. I think that's a steal for Borussia Dortmund. To be honest, I think for me, technically, I think for me, I thought it would have been a little bit lower. I thought it would have been about 28, 27 million. I thought it would have been quite a tiny bit lower than that. But 32 million, that's a deal. That's a good steal for us. Obviously, we bought him for 3 million, got rid of him for 32. That's like 29 million we've made for a player to go. Same with Tommy Watson as well when he came. Obviously, he was born and bred in Sunderland. Anyway, he was an academy graduate before coming into the first team. Obviously, sold to Brighton for 10 million. And I think, obviously, Simon Adinga, I think that's his straight swap as well. I think that's a straight swap for him as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. But on those two, Job. To be honest with you, I was actually I actually thought Job would have stayed, but Job's actually done a lot of stuff for us. Fair enough. He's got us back to the Premier League. Because he played at Wembley, so
yeah,
Job.
He's got back to Wembley.
I'm surprised that because I put this way, Brad. Even Bowers is surprised that Job. As soon as Borussia Dortmund came in for Job, Job must have gone to our recruitment team and accept the deal straight away. Because I agree with Bowers a little bit. Why did Job jump ship straight away? You know,
I know.
but
That's my fault.
you know, I would say we've got the best deal for Job, and Job is actually, well, the money that we got for Job, that's actually helped us pay for some of the players that we've brought in as well. So, but yeah, thanks for your service, Job. Good luck at Dortmund.
Yeah, good luck at Dortmund, Job. Really was a good servant in the championship for us, trying to get us out of that. Really fine we did. Last but not least is Nathan Bishop, going on the permanent deal to AFC Wimbledon. 2 million apparently that was. For that goalkeeper, I think that's a steal. Obviously bought him in for something like 200k, I think it was 150k. Do apologise for that. Sold for 2 million. Bargain of a century, really. 2 million. Again, obviously, I know it's only 2 million, but 2 million's 2 million. 2 million could be extra for buying a player, what we haven't got. So, my thoughts on Nathan Bishop. Obviously, I never seen him play that much. The only time I've seen him play was in the Cups or Carabao Cup or FA Cup or something like that. But obviously, when he came in, I think it was League One when he came in. I think it was at the end in the January window of League One when we got promoted to the Championship. Obviously, Championship level he was all right at. Now, is he going to take the next step to go to Premier League level? That's my question. Is he going to be good enough in the Premier League? But obviously, we're sorting him on. But my opinion, thoughts, if he was going to stay here, I thought he wouldn't have been good enough. But that's my thoughts. Obviously, Man United experience as well. But obviously, didn't get that much time at Man United. Obviously, as first team goalkeeper. As I think it was in before him. I think it was Onana or Tom Heaton was always ahead of him. But that's my thoughts on Nathan Bishop. That's the last one from me before we head off. Paul, what's your thoughts on him before we
go? Bishop, thank you for your service. But to be honest with you, I can't actually remember he played in the Championship actually for one game. It was the last game of the season under Mike Dodds. It was because if you remember, Patterson was injured that game, and Mike Dodds surprised us all and actually put Bishop in against Chef Red.
Oh, it was Chef Red, wasn't it, on the 4th of May?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, it was that. Just before we searched for Regis Lebris, but no, Bishop's done well for us here, but good luck at AFC Wimbledon.
And the thing is, guys, before I need to go, I need to touch up on something with all Sunderland supporters. I know this might seem a bit cruel, what I'm going to say, but it is kind of true. Christian Speakman and KLD, I know I was one of them, let's face it. I was one of them as well, so I can't say much. But we gave KLD and Christian Speakman so much hate that we absolutely couldn't stand them. Got us to the Championship from League One when KLD came in. I know Christian Speakman was listening to League One days as well because he was touching up on it this morning on Sky Sports. Obviously, in the Championship times, obviously, people were slating them off because we couldn't get a striker in, we couldn't get this in, we couldn't get that in. People might think that it might be easy for, obviously, people to buy a striker in, but they've got to go all the way around different countries to have a look for a striker who's good enough for that league and who's good enough to stay in that league. So I think next time, I don't want to be too harsh on people, but I think the people who didn't support KLD and Christian Speakman at the time, because I know people might turn around and go, well, I can't stand these, but I'll still back them anyway. That was the same back in the days. We've got to back the people, you see. And I know Paul backed them all the way through. Still, obviously, even though he didn't like them, still, but he still backed them, which is a true supporter.
Well, the thing is, Brad, if you can remember though, before Carrillo Rodriguez come in, look at the
Yeah.
squad, right? That played against, what was it? Wigan Athletic in League One. Those players are not here now. KLD's actually got rid of the full lot.
The only player who's here now is Lukonine. That's the only player.
He didn't play in that squad. He wasn't on the bench either.
Did he not?
Actually,
Oh, did he?
no.
Oh.
Because if you think in goal, that was it was Burge, Lee Burge. Lee Burge is not here now.
No.
John McLaughlin's not here now. Conor McLaughlin's not here now.
Tom
so really,
Flanagan.
Flanagan's not here now. It's completely changed. The bench was the likes of Embleton. He's not here now.
Yeah, he was just gone last summer.
Yeah, Gooch wasn't in that squad, but
Gooch.
I've seen earlier Gooch is close to going to Huddersfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Heard that one as well. But yeah, like I said before, guys, it's like since the League One days, KLD's really helped this team, and Christian Speakman have really helped this club grow and grow and grow into the Premier League from League One. Take a core, it's like very raw. Like it's really like starts to get here after a while, and obviously I feel for Christian Speakman and KLD for what they did. But pardon me, I think it's off the gutty things. But to apologise for that, guys. No, I stopped burp, no idea. But what was I going to say? Christian Speakman, that's what I was going to say. Obviously, well done for obviously having this 5-year plan in place. Obviously, doing it in 4 years. Obviously, having a year to spare. And I would never have thought that we could have got from League One to the Premier League in 4 years. Never, ever, ever. Never.
It's the same here, but thing is,
never.
I did well. Michael sent us a link actually. I did actually listen to what Speakman was saying about actually what his ambition is for the Premier League. And what it sounds like, the plan actually that the club's got, Christian Speakman actually wants to finish with their plans. It sounds like Christian Speakman wants to finish top 6 with the plans that the club have got for the Premier League.
He wants us to finish top 6. He wants us to finish top 6 in the Premier League. What?
To be honest with you, Lord Brad.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll send you the link. But
that's mad. I've got to watch this. I've got to watch this.
It sound like top 6, but Speakman did say in his interview with Keith Downey that the club is working on multiple deals of players to come in.
I know as well what I've been hearing is they want to try and finish in the Premier League as high as they can. I know I heard that one as well. They want to try and finish not bottom, nowhere near the bottom gap.
Well, in a way, you never know really. With I think Carrillo Rodriguez will probably bring an investor in at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who, but I think he will. But if he doesn't, I think we'll be okay anyway because we'll have the investment from Wansatori. Which
and we've got big old Reggie Scabrisa in charge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, to be honest, we're safe with Regis because his contract with the club, his contract that we've given Brad is spot on. We're completely safe with him.
Great. That's good. I'm glad that we're safe and not like we're like this and that again, like close for him to leave and that. Because that'll be hard.
Yeah, we would.
But you know what? Right?
Especially,
I think we could finish. Oh, go on. Sorry.
so it would be hard to lose him. You know, after the work he's done, Brad. I am actually happy with Regis Debris.
I am as well. I'm happy for him next season, 100%. But you know what? I don't like Christian Speakman. I can't see where he's coming from. We're top 6 or top 7, and I know what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and bring young models in and try and do like we do like a Brighton or a Brentford. We're going to try and do that kind of style. I know what we're going to try and do.
So the thing is, Lola, that's why I'm pleased. Christian Speakman's actually came out and said we're not finished in the transfer market.
That's good because you know what? If we were just going to sit there until September ball without any players now, we're like, well, what's the actual point? You're bringing in AFCON players who will just be gone in December, January time. Obviously, I mentioned last night. We don't have to go if we don't want to, but AFCON's a really, really big event for obviously people who's come across from the AFCON countries like Nigeria and stuff like that. Be a big challenge for them. And to be honest, I wouldn't see them not playing in it. But I think we'll bring some English Premier League experience in, so I think we'll bring some of that in eventually. We've sort of nearly a month and a bit yet. Nearly 2 months.
Well, transfer window shuts in September, so
1st of September, yeah. I think we'll be alright.
Just think, we've got the Portugal pre-season games next week. That will be very interesting. Portugal next week,
yeah. I remember when we beat Rangers 1-0. That was absolutely mad. I remember that one. Can you remember that one, Paul, when we beat Rangers 1-0?
Yeah, it was. I actually watched that one. That was a good game.
Right, guys, going to cut it short because that's the end of the video for this one. If you want to take a like, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, please. I really would do appreciate that if you could. We're on 468 subscribers now. I can see a little bit of growth in this since last night, since I done a video. We're on 464. 4 subscribers since last night. So who are you for? Well done for subscribing. Hopefully in this video we'll get this. Everyone see everyone this time. These Portugal games, I might do a live stream, I think, for one of them. But take care, everyone, and we'll see you on the next video from me and Paul. Goodbye.
Goodbye.